you've got to do, as we've seen, with those outside linebackers from the 4-3 set, when they're able to get outside and cause Zaney to make an early cut, because as I've been saying, Zaney's very patient, and he's letting his linemen roll out with him as he rolls out to the left or to the right. And when he does that, he's allowing them to create a wall, a 4 or 5 man wall, and that wall is able to pick up 2 or 3 key blocks that allows them to get space and to move. But if the outside linebackers can create an early cut that he is not ready or expecting to do, that's going to force him to run back against the defense away from his blockers. So if they can cause that situation, if they can keep him contained initially, the Bulldawgs are going to be forced to go to the air. And as I've said so many times, the Falcons have that Zeb titanium, and you've always got to watch out for that guy.
Mm-hmm. And that's football. So, I mean, I'd personally like to see a comeback. I'm not like rooting for one team or the other, but I love to see a good football game.
Oh, for sure. Nobody wants to have a blowout, right? We all want to see some competition. So, yeah, let's turn it into a game, boys.
And I personally believe that if
I don't think so. I just not thought about that. Oh, Renee. Okay. Gotcha.
gotta have diversity. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there she is. Let's hear it too.
For 8.
Yep, with the pink, with the sporting the pink socks and the pink cleats there. I like it. Nice touch.
Pink power. Now, it looks like they snapped the ball or stopped the play.
Yeah.
It's either snapping it, then
that
give
was
them
awkward.
a cake.
Yeah, that was awkward. So Cheese is going to catch that to the left. He's going to make a bounce out to the outside. That's a very nice bounce. He's got to beat Zeb. Now he's going to cut back in. Zeb's going to cause the cut back there. And somebody else is going to be able to come up for that on that stop for him. And that's going to be James Hale, 15 resident. I don't know who that actually is, their name-wise. So James Hale. That's Blake Craven. Well done on that pursuit there to be there when Zeb caused the cutback. But again,
the Falcons do it a little better.
Yeah. If they can do that on the defensive side of the ball right now, as opposed to only on the special teams, they're gonna definitely turn this one into a game. Looks like there's a bit of confusion here on the side of the Bulldawgs, or maybe Ethan is lagging. But Zaney does not have his center.
Oh, and the clock is running. Might have to call a timeout. They were having an issue earlier. They do have 10 players on the field now, but 7 seconds left.
They're going to have to burn a timeout if they don't want to take the 5-yard penalty. Looks like George is trying to get on that ball. Nope, Zaney's going to snap it anyway. He snaps it. That's going to be that ball penalty. I think on the offense, you have to have everybody get balls, do you not?
You sure do, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's going to be an illegal play there. You cannot snap that ball without having all of your possible players. I say all the balls taken. Now, obviously, if you have only 8, you're not going to be penalized for not having that 9th ball taken. But as it stands, they did have the opportunity to have the 9. They did not. That's a dead ball penalty, and that's going to back them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to take the timeout there. If your player's having trouble, you can't just, snap it and hope the refs don't notice that guy just standing 10 yards behind you.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I understand not wanting to burn your timeouts, but, that's what they're there for. I mean, they're there for clock management as well.
One early one is not going to kill you. You hate to see it go, but at the same time, if you got to take it, take it. But nevertheless, they're going to save it. They're going to have a 5-yard penalty here. They're going to start the drive off now, not from the 40, but from the 35. They're on 35. Still decent field position. So, but first and 15. Actually, I believe that the one time that they did cause that turnover, I think it did start with a 5-yard penalty as well. I think that was the one on the drifting penalty, I believe. I may be wrong though. My memory is terrible. And okay, so here we go. Zaney back on the ball. They're down to 8. There's the snap. Zaney rolled right. He's got Blake on his back, but it does not matter. He's going to take this ball out to the outside. They're going to cut back here. There's the cut back, as I said. He's going to get stumbled, but he's still lucky move and stumbled again, but finally taken down by Garrett Braveheart. That's going to be a gain of about 7 or so, bringing up now a 2nd and 7 to go.
Yeah, he didn't want to go down there.
Yeah, no, he was fighting for all them yards, that's for sure. But on the Falcons, able to corral him in. He didn't bust off a really long one that time. So 7 is still great for the Bulldogs, but it's great to see them stopping for something now. There's the handoff, Jay Holiday on the left side. Another good block by Cheese off on the left. Jay Holiday's going to try to cut back again. Dwayne Carter coming in, causing that outside containment that I've been talking about, that we've been talking about the whole night. He made Jay try to cut back, and that caused him to run back into the teeth of the defense, and he got no gain, but we have a flag on the play.
It wasn't a dead ball penalty, so it wasn't a false start or a cadence issue. And they didn't have any blockers downfield, so it can't be a legal block downfield, which they.
Yeah, I didn't see any blockers downfield either. So pass interference on the away team. So they did have somebody blocking downfield. Again, you cannot engage a defensive player from the offensive side of the ball beyond 7 yards from the line of scrimmage.
I don't like.
I saw it go the wrong way, but yeah, you can't. I don't like that. I don't like that rule either, personally. But it's what it is.
I agree with the rule. I don't like that they call it pass interference when there's no pass on the play. It's a legal block downfield.
A legal downfield block or something, right?
Yeah. But when there's obviously no pass going on, and then they call it pass interference, I mean, yeah, I understand what's happening.
A little confusion there, yeah.
They just need to change the name of that rule. You're going to stack the ball to the left side here. Might be telegraphed this run.
Yeah, they did that twice earlier, and the ball went to the running back to that side. Let's see if the Falcons maybe try to twist into that. There it is, Zaney taking it up to that left side. Picks up a really good block by his running back on that initial penetration. He's got some room to work with. He's got some blockers. Very nicely done, though, to come up and make the stop. Does Baldev on that one from the middle linebacker spot. He was following Zaney the whole way there. Once Zaney made that cut up, Baldev was there to stop it. That's going to bring up a 4th and about 11. So this is the first time that we're going to see the Falcons able to force the Bulldogs into a situation that they may have to punt here. I guess they did earlier, and the Bulldogs did go for it, but this is going to be the first time we're going to see the punt formation.
And this is exactly what I said the Falcons needed to do. Make a big stop, contain that run, and albeit, was it 15 yards of that was Bulldogs penalties, but nonetheless, they stopped him from getting the ball back here and have a chance to come back.
Yeah, that's going to be a great momentum shift there for the Falcons. Good on them. There's the kick. That's going to go out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. Decent kick, nothing spectacular. Does change the field. Does change the field. Falcons have a lot of space to go, and barring a big play, the Falcons have yet to show that they can consistently move the ball down the field in a systematic way. So hopefully, if you're a Bulldog fan, you would like to see them play some solid defense and get the ball back into Zaney's hand. This is also the first time we're actually going to see a straight shotgun from Baldev and the Falcons. So he's got 4 wide receivers this time. There's a snap, but he's actually going to hand the ball off to Tom the train box. He picked up a great block by Jay initially, but unfortunately he was unable to keep with that block, and the cornerback was able to pull off of it there and track a train down and tackles him for pretty much no gain. So that's going to bring up another 2nd and 10. What are you laughing about, man?
I'm laughing. Oh, we got some Yellow Jackets listening to commentating tonight. Oh, you can get a little. You just can get a little excited. It's fun though, man. It's good stuff.
There's a rollout to the right side. Baldev's deep. It looks like he's possibly going to try to cut back. Nope, he's going to throw that one up to Zev. That's that boy Zev once again making a great catch on a comeback. He's got some space to work with. Dwayne picks up
big
a great block. Zev's going to have 2 men to beat Zaney and I didn't see the other one, but he's gonna make a great cut. And this is why you can't let Zev have open space. He's so hard to bring down, but finally the Bulldogs are able to bring him down. Another great play by Dat Zevdo. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout here. I wonder if it's possible to get it. That player that had crashed just a moments ago as we began the quarter. Looks like Rhino starts running off to the side here.
And they also have Ethan George Acosta. It seems like he's having a little internet problems. Number 20 over there on the side.
It's unfortunate to see these problems. Yeah, that's what it was called. They're bringing Neon back into the game here on that TP there, number 7 Neon Star back for the Bulldogs. They are going to be able to field a full 9 once again around here.
Yeah, that's one of the hardships of playing online SL football is that not everybody's internet is as reliable, and it takes a lot of computing power as well to have a nice, smooth,
Absolutely.
smooth game. So
do make a difference.
and
Absolutely.
and it kind of makes for how and it makes for like almost attributes in a way where somebody. I'll continue after the play.
All right, Valdev's going to roll out his left deep. He tries to catch Tom there. Really good defense by Zany. I actually thought Zany was going to get that pick, but it does fall harmlessly to the ground. That's going to bring up a now second and 10. I thought it was third and 10. Nope, never mind. That last play was Zev. So second and 10 now for the Falcons. And you can continue, Cash.
Yeah, I mean, you'll notice that. I mean, the elite players, not all of them. I mean, some of them managed to work their way through the fog of lag. But some of the more elite players have, better systems, higher, and so it makes for an unevenness. That looked like offside on defense.
That did look like offsides on the Bulldogs. Yep, there's the flag, but it's not going to matter because that's going to be a great pass by Baldev, completed there to Dwayne. Likely, as you said, I saw the offsides on the Bulldogs as well, so likely we're going to see declined offsides on the defense here. But we'll wait for the official word from the referees here.
Yeah, and the referees need to get a little better about stopping the clock. They're going to go in and interrupt the game. See, the game clock is taken away.
Yeah, it is ticking down, and that's, if you're off, you're not happy about that right now.
You need as much time as you get.
That's going to be a decline penalty. Like we said, offsides on the Bulldogs there, so Baldev and the Falcons set up to take this again, first and 10, threatening from the Bulldog 17-yard line. Referees are going to call a timeout here. I wonder if maybe they noticed the clock was ticking as well.
Probably so. They're not by any means inept. These guys keep a watchful eye, but you can't account for everything.
You can't get everything, and don't get me wrong, all of our referees do a wonderful job. So, no hate on them. It's a hard job. You don't see me down there doing it, right?
It's definitely not a job for a guy who likes to be the nice guy. You gotta make those hard calls.
Yeah. Looks like we just had somebody TP onto the field. Vito and Dell.
Noob was like, I want to come watch some.
Yeah, well, I thought it was a one-day-old noob myself, but that's a 6-year-old avatar.
Okay.
Get that sorted. Some people. Hey, man, some people like the paint on clothing. Some people dig it. So no hate on those guys, I guess.
You open up the map and you look around to see what's where. See a whole bunch of people.
Check it out.
Yeah, I see. Because I bet if you click on the map, you can actually see the field from the map view. You can see the stadium for sure.
I've actually never even tried that. That's a good idea. Well, looks like Flo went over there and gave him the big man there. Got the boot on him. Well done, Flo. You mean
Yeah, yeah. We saw 23 people in Magic River and 60 people in Minx here. 60
Yeah,
people, that's a pretty good crowd.
that's a nice crowd. Yeah, welcome to everybody that's coming in and supporting your teams or just here to watch, whether you're on another team or not. Like seeing you guys out here. At least I'm not talking to myself.
Mm-mm. Shout out to
As it,
Emma Star and Angel and Mama up there in the owner's booth up there at top, watching the game, luxury seats.
Emma, a very good friend of mine, actually. Hi, Emma.
Oh.
Nice to see you here. Looks like Jay is having an issue with his pose ball here. When they were having that whole issue there, Zev and Jay looked like they were a bit confused on who was supposed to be on the wide receiver ball. I think they're going to need to reset these pose balls. They're going to have to call him back down so that Jay can actually get onto his pose ball to start this playoff. Ball Dev just needs to quickly re-res the formation. And then we can get this underway again. Like I said, first and 10 for the Falcons, threatening from the Bulldog 17-yard line. And if they do get this touchdown, that is a huge momentum booster for them, because not only will that be the first defensive stop that they had on the initial possession, but this will actually be the first time that they've methodically gone down the field.
Now they did once before on that drive that they scored on just before the half with the pass.
Okay. There's the handoff going to the left to Tom. Tom's trying to pick up a block. He's actually not going to get it. Unfortunately for Eric there, he's going to bust out of it and only get stumbled. But it still only went for a few yards. A nice tackle there by Zane coming in from that safety spot after that stumble. That's what I like doing. Even from the cornerback spot, when you get your lineman able to stumble it back and you can just free sprint at them. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
good stuff right there.
And that's where you'd like to see the fumble able to come into play whenever somebody
Oh
stands
yeah.
somebody up and you're able to lay a pop on them.
Right. Yeah, that would be sweet.
Uh, but just fumbles happening just on whim of whether it's
Can sometimes be detrimental.
oh yeah, yeah, and undeserved.
Snap. Baldev goes out to the right. So pressure by Sky Tower, but nonetheless, Baldev has his man in the end zone. That's going to be Tom the Train Box. That was a very nice pass. He actually had some good defense on him there, but Baldev having a really nice throw there. Tom was going to walk that in for an easy touchdown for the Falcons.
Rolled out to the right, saw his guy coming out to the flats, and threw a perfect pass.
Absolutely.
Caught him in stride.
Yeah, if that ball was even thrown behind, as I said, there was a defender there. There was a defender present. If that ball was thrown behind, I have to believe that that defender, I'm not sure who it was. I'm sorry on that, but that defender definitely would have had a shot at intercepting it. But
Yeah, it had to
nonetheless,
be
that's
thrown
not
just
what
right.
happened. That's not what happened. And Baldev threw a perfect pass, and that's going to give him 6. Not sure. We got Trey back on. I didn't see a flag.
One of the Bulldawgs got on one of the post balls for the Falcons, which caused it to disappear.
Gotcha. Okay.
They just got to re-res.
That pose ball you're on before you just click on another one. It's gonna make them disappear. And Bree will yell at you at a pickup for that. I know this.
Oh, shout out to King Crown out there.
What up, King? And he's gonna put that one up, and he's gonna put it through. That's gonna bring it now back to a 20-28, the 8-point differential. Again, that early missed point after attempt possibly coming into play here. If it stands, at a 8-point game as opposed to a 7. But the Falcons, really nice for them. Really great to see them coming out and turning, keeping this football game. Quickly before this kick, we got one more. We got another word from one of our sponsors. This is VAW. Virtual Attitude Wrestling is the #1 virtual-based organization grid-wide, presenting 2 weekly shows: Elite on Tuesdays at 5 SLT and Turbulence Thursdays at 3 SLT. Be sure to come down with your family and friends and be a part of the magic of Second Life. Check out VAW or VAW. I'm not sure how they prefer that. I'm assuming with usually, WWEWF website at www.vawuniverse.boards.net. Again, that's vawuniverse.boards.net.
Looks like the the Falcons are having a little bit of a personality issue. Speaking of Second Life Sports, now I just read this on the CFL's Facebook page. Something about the the Coalition Sports happening. Getting some ideas, or they got something going on that they're about to do. Do you know anything about this, Jeff?
I have no idea, but if they're talking about making more sports, baseball, please,
Yeah.
somebody get this man baseball. I need
They were
baseball in my life.
they were throwing out some interesting, some bobsledding, synchronized swimming. I'd like to see all that happen. But an Olympics would be really cool.
That would be sweet if we had some Olympics. There's a short kick to the Bulldawgs. I believe that's Rhino. Rhino's going to take that. He's going to try to cut back to the right side after initially going to the left. He's got Baldev keeping him into the middle. He's going to cut up because of that, and he's going to pick up a nice little gain here. It's going to set up a really great field position for the Bulldawgs once again. They're going to have it on their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs, the Falcons managed to close the score to 20-28, which is a two-possession or touchdown, two-point conversion. It could be a one-possession game.
Yeah, but like you say, that two-point conversion, like I was saying, it's you hate to have to go for it in a situation, but possibly that is something that the Falcons are going to look at doing. So here's the snap. Zany Lockwood's going to take it out to the left. He's got another great block there, but actually Dwayne's going to come right through two defenders. Really nice done there by Dwayne to come through and stop that play in its tracks. Looks like the Falcons may have dialed up something here that they like against the Zany run, because now that is 3 times in a row Zany has been stopped for relatively short gains. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
And they're realizing that Zany's just going to run the ball. Or he's going to hand it off. Yeah, so there's no reason in even dropping back if you're a safety.
Nope, not at all. If he's going to throw it, fine, let him at this point,
Yeah.
There's the handoff. Jay Holiday's going to take it to the right again. Great penetration by the outside linebacker. Going to come back and get it by himself. Giovanni, well done, getting the initial penetration, getting the stumble, recovering himself, and getting back to make that stop. That's actually going to drop for about a 3-yard loss, negating that initial run by Zany. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 now. Again, like I was harping on in the first quarter, these outside linebackers are keeping their containment. They are not letting the Bulldog runners to get outside of them. This is good for the Falcons and for the Falcons.
Now we've come to a point here.
Falcons fans, sorry.
Now we come to a point here where they need to look at the pass.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Zany's going to roll out right. He's looking to pass. And he's got his man down on the left side. He's actually in double coverage. He's going to throw it in double coverage, and nobody's going to be there, unfortunately. Cheese was well covered there. I believe he was going for Cheese. He may have been going for Rhino, but Rhino was way deeper than that pass was thrown. So I believe he was looking for Cheese. Zev and Dwayne both were on great coverage there. Very hairy pass, very scary, but luckily for the Bulldogs and Bulldogs fans, it falls harmlessly to the ground. That's going to allow Zany to punt the ball and hopefully give the Falcons a long field to have to work with here.
Which they've already showed that they can traverse.
Exactly. They've shown that now. And as you said, 2 times. Zev Titanium again, back to receive. Zany's going to roll right a little bit, get that kick off, and another good kick by Zany. That's going to give him a very long field. Looks like the Falcons are going to take it from about their own 18. So let's see if they can do it again.
I was talking about how the Falcons now just look for the run and send up the safeties and use the cornerbacks even to box in the outsides. But that sets almost a deadly precedent if the Bulldogs realize that that's what they're doing. Do a play action in a way where it looks like they're going to run the ball again, sneak in a tight end or a slot receiver out over the middle where nobody's looking, and just bomb one out to them. So they need to be careful with that.
Absolutely. You always got to be careful there. And so here are the Falcons now set up all again, as I said, on their own 18. Baldev can snap the ball. He's going to hand it to Zev Titanium. Zev Titanium handed off. No, never mind. It's a dead ball. Okay, that's a dead ball penalty.
So the right guard didn't get down on his ball.
Oh, that's unfortunate because Zev had some room to work with there. There was about 10 yards, maybe even 15 that he was definitely going to pick up on that run. But again, the Falcons being plagued by the penalties. It's just something you into the season, you would have assumed that you've got these small things figured out. But even in the NFL, we still see sometimes these veteran players doing things that just are huge, huge uh, penalties. You don't think of 5 yards as much, but when it's 5 yards every single time that you first get the ball, that is so much more that you have to overcome every single time. Um, it's
And
really unfortunate.
it's such a close game. Only a minute
You
left
can
in
have
the
them.
third quarter. Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
you
So
gotta, as a quarterback, know who's down on the ball and who's ready and who's not ready before you start your cadence. But in a close game like this, yeah, don't want to just waste 9 minutes. I don't know if we lost Jeff, but he rolled to the right, threw the ball,
sorry.
complete pass to the right side
I
for a
was
very nice
watching that the
pickup.
whole time. Thank you,
Oh,
Josh.
you're welcome. I don't know what happened.
It muted for some reason. I guess I clicked my push to talk on accident.
Well, welcome
Yes,
back.
as Cash said. Thank you, as Cash said. That was a great pass. I actually thought Baldo was going to get sacked there, but whoever the running back was at the time, they've been switching in and out so frequently. I don't know for sure who it was, but one of them picked up a really nice block that allowed him to scoot to the outside and catch Tom there. And a really nice job by Tom. So that's going to set up a 1st and 10 for them here. There's the snap, handoff to Tom. Nope, another dead ball foul. Another dead
Oh
ball
no.
penalty.
He had a hole big enough for a truck to
He
drive
had a
through there on
lot.
the right
Yeah,
side.
they were keying on Baldev, and Baldev carried out that fake to the right, and it looked like I think even Zaney was pulled over, and Zaney would have been the only person there that could have stopped that. So that's going to be a false start on the Falcons.
Yet
So
another.
these penalties, man. So unfortunate that
They
they're
hurt.
having to overcome these penalties. It's hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I guarantee you, it will hurt in the long run. But nevertheless, here we are. Baldev going to lead his Falcons from the 1st and 15 on his own 29-yard line. And there's the snap. No. Yes. Okay. Baldev's gonna roll out left. Sorry, I lagged there. Baldev's looking left. He's got 3 receivers, possibly going to try to get it back across field. That's exactly what he's going to do because that man is wide open. Oh, and he just overthrows Tom. I saw that right before he threw it, but unfortunate for the Falcons and Falcons fans, he was unable to complete that pass.
And
It's a really hard pass to do, as you know, throwing back across the field.
Yeah, before he threw it out across the field, he had 2 guys moderately open on the left. He just delayed so long that they got to the sidelines where he had to look back.
Yeah,
And
I thought I saw that as well.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I hate to say it, but I do think that Tom could have had that ball. But yeah, but Baldev's going to snap the ball regardless. Here he's going to try to get it up. Oh my goodness, great catch by Zev Titanium. Zaney saw that, he was ready for it, and had Zev not made that cutback to make that catch, I have to think that Zaney was going to be right and there to make that. But nevertheless, that's Zev though.
I definitely feel a momentum switch from the Bulldawgs in the first half to the Falcons here in the second half. 2 big defensive stops, one leading to a touchdown and one leading to this rather decent drive. So I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Absolutely. Love to see it. I'd like to see him score and turn this into a ball game. But Zev's going to take the ball right from the running back position, and he's actually going to get no gain there. Very well defended by the Bulldogs. So that's going to give the Falcons a 4th down and about 4, maybe 5, depending on how you look at it. But either way, let's see what they decide to do here. You have to wonder, does Baldev decide to air it out here? Or does he just, punt it away and hope his defense is going to make another stop? And that looks like the option for now. But remember, they can always fake this.
Mm-hmm. They can, but I believe it's a smart move. I mean, they've been able to stop them twice now. So you pin them back, hope for another stop and another chance.
That's what they're going to do. That punt's going to go deep. That's a great punt by Baldev. That's a 95-yard field that the Bulldogs are staring at right now, and with the way that their last two possessions went, oh man, you have to wonder, can they get this score?
And Zaney doesn't want to drop back here and pass it. I mean, you drop back 10 yards and you're at the backside of the end zone.
Absolutely not. If I were the Falcons, this is just me. I'm dialing up like an 8-man blitz here. I mean, or a 9-man blitz. I'm sorry. I'm bringing the house. I'm gonna try to stop Zaney right now, but we'll see what they do.
Again, though, that brings up
There's a snap. Zaney's gonna roll right. He's actually gonna make it on outside of Gino that time, but he's gonna make another good cut on. Wow, another good cut. He's gonna get stumbled and take that for about an 8-yard gain. Um, yeah, Gino actually came a little too deep that time. Sometimes when you're playing that outside linebacker and you're trying to keep that contained, you get a little deep, and that leaves a little bit of a crease. Zaney found it. Zaney took it, and he's gonna pick up 8 yards.
and that was definitely clutch to give him some breathing room.
Yeah, for sure. There's the snap handoff up the middle to Jay Holiday. Jay Holiday's going to barely get the first down. Going to get just the needed 3, needed 2 to move the chains, but that's all that the Bulldogs need. With the lead, that's more clock they're going to be able to eat up here. And again, the Falcons are keying on Zaney. You can't blame him at this point, but these fakes that he's carrying out are pulling that middle linebacker away, pulling Baldev away from where he wants to be. Make that play.
I see Zaney looking backwards. I wonder if he's
Yeah.
watching the clock, eat up as much clock as possible.
Yep, he's going to turn around now as that play clock rolls down to 20 seconds now. Yeah, he's eating that clock. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to snap the ball. He's going to roll out left. He's got a little bit of a lane here. He's got 2 blockers in front of him for 2 defenders, but he's going to try to make a cut before he was not patient enough that time around. Great stop there by Baldev. Only a gain of about 3.
It was number 24. Rhino Red Star was one of those blockers out to the front, and he just didn't seem to see that inside guy, and just kept moving to the outside allowance. When Zaney came for that cutback to the inside, that whoever made the tackle, C, was right there.
I think Rhino had no idea that he was scraping across like that because it looked like he was trying to go block Zev, who was about 10 yards deep. So a little bit of an unfortunate maybe miscommunication there, but nevertheless, still got some yards. So
it's Baldev.
Yeah. So there's the snap. Zaney's going to roll out right. He's going to pick up a good block on the outside linebacker. He's got some space to work with. He's got some room. He picks up. No, he's going to cut back. And there's
Fumble.
a fumble. Ball on the field. Picked.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh my goodness! Did the Falcons just pick that back up? Is what it looks
They
like.
sure
Yes.
did.
The Falcons picked that up. Baldev saw that fumble. Baldev sniffed it out, and Baldev picked it up. That is huge for the Falcons right now. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game.
Yeah, and with the fumbles working the way that they work, you can only run it and get tackled so many times before it's bound to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. So Falcons right now, they are very happy. I can guarantee you they are looking to score, and they're looking to score quick. Baldev's going to snap the ball. He's going to roll out to his right. I don't see anybody open. Nope, never mind. Right there, he's got Zev, but he's going to underthrow it. He's going to underthrow it to Rhino. Rhino's going to pick that off. That is so unfortunate. He had Zev deep. In the corner, but he did not make the pass needed. That is terribly unfortunate. Great play there by Rhino Red Star to be ready for that underthrown ball. Makes the pick, gets some yards back, and they're going to take possession back, are the Bulldogs, on their own 15-yard line.
And that gives the Bulldogs another opportunity to eat clock. Now there's only 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
And with the minute-long play clock, man alive, the Falcons maybe forced to use some of their time.
This is the first time we've seen the split back formation.
The split back formation. I actually really like this formation myself, but don't see it used very often. But you can do a lot of misdirection. You can create a lot of plays with this one, I think. So let's see what they do with it.
And it also gives you the opportunity
end around. That's a Skippy Flossberg special, but unfortunately, Rhino Red Star is not going to be able to do what Skippy does, and he's going to get sacked, or well, not sacked, but that's going to be a tackle for loss. About 2 or 3 yards lost there, so that's going to be a 2nd and 13 or so for the Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the great thing about that formation is that if you've got 5, guys that can actually receive the ball, that puts you in a 5 receiver set. You can send those running backs out
this the
course, you got to
first?
have.
Is this the first time we've seen Zaney take the shotgun snap?
No, he's been playing out of
No,
shotgun two
out of
set.
well, out of the two set, I mean out of the single set. I think it is. In any case, they're gonna have four receivers. Zaney's gonna take snaps. He's gonna roll right. He's got a guy deep on the right side. If he can make that pass, he throws it up, and it's gonna be
Oh,
picked. He didn't quite make it. Push the rock. That is Jay ready to make that catch. He had the step. He had the step on the outside, moving to the corner on a fly route there. But Zaney unfortunately was unable to make a very precision pass, and that's what it was going to take to fit it into that gap. Was a very precise pass. Unfortunately for him, he was unable to make it, and Jay right there to take advantage.
at 4 plays, 3 turnovers.
This is huge. Who's gonna what this is gonna amount to is whose offense can capitalize on these turnovers first. That's what we're looking at right now. There's the snap. Dead ball penalty though. I don't believe Tom was on the ball. I don't think Tom was on the ball that time.
Slow down, take a deep breath.
Yeah,
They have,
I'm getting a little excited right now.
they have plenty of time, 5 minutes, 37 seconds left, all 3 timeouts. Um, they just need to, take a deep breath. Hey, we're in scoring position. We're on our own 30, now 35. Just take a deep breath, make sure all your guys are in position. Don't get excited, and execute.
Absolutely. That's actually going to be a no cadence call on the Falcons. So Baldev just maybe forgot to hit his button. Really unfortunate there, but that's something you got to be sure to do as a quarterback. There's a snap. Baldev rolls right. He's got a man chasing him down, but he gets the ball off anyway. I believe that was definitely a forced throw. Irish Skytower was right on his heels there. His running back to the right, Tom, was unable to pick up the block for him, so he just kind of got rid of that ball, I think, more so than trying to actually complete it, because he was definitely looking at about a 15-yard sack, 10-15-yard sack.
That looked very similar to the touchdown pass that they ran to get that running back running out to the flats to the outside being kind of open underneath. It was just
Right. Yeah, that's what I saw as well. So we've got a 2nd and 15 now. Ball dev is gonna snap, but another dead ball penalty. It looks like. Yep, there's the flag.
penalties can kill you.
This is not
Right
good.
out
I
there.
mean, they're slowly moving out of sure point range at this point. Um, their kicker has already shown that on the point after that he may not always get the best kick, and now you're moving them to that area where you've got to hit like a 90 plus in order to actually make this field goal. So it's unfortunate for the Falcons. It's going to be a facing. You cannot, for those of you that do not know what facing is, you cannot, as an offensive player, be looking away from the defense. You must be looking towards them. So that's a facing penalty there. Another 5 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd and 20 now for the Falcons. There's the snap. Baldo's going to roll really deep back out to the left. I don't see anybody. Oh, he does have a man. He's got his man Zev there. Zev's going to have a little bit of space to work with. He's going to be in front of Jay Holiday. He's got a couple of blockers out front of him, but he's not going to quite be able to make the cut. Good job on the Bulldogs, able to collapse on him. More defenders than more blockers, but still very nice pickup. That's going to set up a nice 3rd and 1 for the Falcons.
With a 3rd and 1, you can do any number of things. You can run it here. You can play action pass it here. Just keep it right in the middle for a field goal, which you know that they're not one. So exciting football.
Absolutely. So here are the Falcons. They are threatening behind the pistol set. Let's see what they do out of it. There's a snap. Hand off to Tom, trying to get that first down. He's actually not going to get it. Great stop. Actually, I believe Zaney came in on a blitz on that one. I don't know if he actually picked up that tackle. Yes, he did. Zaney came in from the free safety position on a blitz. He saw what they were doing. Great bit of chess work there by Zaney, the man at the helm for the Bulldogs. But the Falcons are not going to settle for a field goal. They say that's okay. We're going to get this first down right here, right now. We want 6, so let's see if it pays off.
Mm-hmm. to second guess if I was. Okay.
There's a snap. He's going to roll out right as Baldev. Zany coming in, making the stop for his team. As you said, Cash, Zany is the do-it-all guy for them.
It's been the Zany show.
This is the Zany show for the Bulldawgs. Absolutely a great stop. He came through about 3 blockers on a blitz, untouched, unscathed, and was able to make the tackle and give his team the ball back. And now it's pressure mode for the Falcons. It's absolutely pressure mode. There's only 3.5 left. The clock is still ticking. He's going to let it run before he snaps it at maybe 10 seconds left on the play clock time. And
why is the ball ticking? It was a turnover. It shouldn't be. Change the possession. Right. The clock just stopped. If I was the Falcons, I'd be on the mic saying, "Hey, that was a turnover. What's up with the clock?"
And last ball snap. Jay's going to run left. He picks up a block. He picks up 2 blocks. He's out in front. He's got a little bit of space to work with. Really nice run. He's going to pick up about 20 yards. That's going to give him another first down. He's going to refresh the sticks, and they are already showing why they stuck with the run all weekend long.
All right, they just paused the clock. Maybe they're going to add some time.
That was about a good 40 seconds.
Yeah, he took the clock all the way down. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, you have the opportunity to use it, but yeah. But in all fairness,
we'll see what the refs can do about that here. We'll see.
There is currently 2 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock.
The Falcons, on their side, they have a 2-minute warning to work with. They have not used any of their timeouts. They have all 3. So essentially, they have 4 clock stops, left if you count the 2-minute warning. But the thing about it is once that 2-minute hits, if you still have your 3 timeouts, at that point you can no longer give up a first down. If you give up a first down, it is game over. Zany can kneel it out, and that is game. So they have to have a stop. They have to have a stop, and they have to have it now. If they get another first down, it's going to be so tight with Zany's clock management. They're not going to have an opportunity to get it first.
Now, if they do manage to make the stop, and they somehow score a touchdown and do make conversion, we very well could have our very first overtime.
They added the 40 seconds back. They did.
Season.
So that's good news for Falcons fans. They've got a little bit of space to work with, but again, it is still of paramount importance that they get a stop right now. Game is back in play. So here we go.
And the clock isn't running here, even though it was a.
Right.
So the Falcons got really lucky.
Snap to the left. Zany's looking to throw. Zany's going to be sacked. And I think he actually was looking to pass, but Dwayne, even though he was blocked, he cut off the lane that Zany was looking to go to. And when Zany tried to cut back, the rest of the Falcons were there to make a play. That is going to leave it now at second and about 16, 17 maybe. Long field to go. And as we've seen, Zany and the Bulldawgs passing game is not their strong suit. Their strong suit is their run. So great news for the Falcons here. Let's see if they can keep them from busting out another 7 or 8 yard run.
Stacking it to the right side. See if that's a telegraph.
Zany managing the clock, letting it tick down. He's going to let it go to about 10 seconds as he has been the whole time, and then he's going to snap it. And there's the snap right at 10 seconds. Zany's going to roll to the right. Zany's got some room to work with. The cornerback retreated. Zany's going to make a cut. Very nice block picked up. That patience showing off once again. Jay's going to be able to come back in, make the stop. But again, he's going to pick up about 6, 7 yards. It's going to set up a 3rd and long situation. The Falcons are happy with that because 6 or 7 is not going to get them a first down. They needed a lot after that initial sack.
This would be an ideal time to call a timeout, even though it doesn't look like they're going to do it. They're going to let it run down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I mean, the extra 25 seconds right now that you could have saved, I mean, they're going to be huge. I agree with you right then and there. They should have known, Baldev should have known that if they made that stop, they should have called the timeout because you're going to save yourself 25 seconds. And, let's just Here comes the 2-minute warning. There it is. Uh, Bulldogs up 8. Let's see if the Falcons can make a stop.
Wow. I'm really liking this game. I mean, what turned out to be, it looked like it was going to be a blowout, turned into a really
This is a
competitive
great game right now. Great game to be. I am happy that I'm here. I'm happy I got the man Cash Zapatero with me. There's a handoff out to the right side. Jay Holiday's got some room to work with. He's got 3 Falcons and dead ball penalty.
Oh, dead ball penalty.
Oh my goodness, that could be huge. That is going to be huge because now drifting, another drifting call on the Bulldogs. That's the one that hurt him earlier. That's the one that killed him. They're going to be brought back 5 more yards. And in this situation, you have to assume Zaney knows he's got to throw the football. The Falcons know he has to throw the football. You can drop back. You can play a deep zone, a deeper zone. You can protect that yellow line, and you can make Zaney have to run 16 yards, give or take 15 yards maybe. So drifting is pulling off the ball before it is snapped offensively. You can't pull off the ball at all. You must remain stationary. If you pull off, you will get called for drifting. So, ball back in play. Let's see what Zaney can do here. There's a snap. Zaney's going to roll left. He's got.
I don't see any
I think he's
receivers.
running. I see no receivers downfield at all. And he barely gets the pass off. And it's going to be picked. That's another huge pick by that Zev Titanium coming up big right now. Just like I said, there were 2 key players to look at in the game. On the Bulldog side, it was Zaney who made that amazing stop earlier, and on the Falcon side, it was Zev. Zev coming up with a huge opportunity for his team. Great field position for the Falcons. All 3 timeouts to work with. Let's see if they can turn this into a tie ball game.
And that was real heads up by the Falcons because it looked like the Bulldogs were rolling out, making it look like a run, not sending anybody to deep, and then suddenly throwing them out there. The Falcons stayed with them.
Yeah, that was well done. Well done. The Falcons. Ball Dev rolls left. He's got nobody initially. Oh my goodness,
that was dangerous.
A scary pass. That was a scare. I think he assumed that Jay was going to remain stationary on the side there, and right as he threw it, Jay decided he was going to cut back across the field, and the only person in the area actually was a Bulldog, Eric Nabillo, but he was doing his job. He was playing the receiver as opposed to the ball, which can sometimes get you in trouble, and the ball falls harmlessly to the ground for the Falcons, so they're going to get another shot at it at 2nd and 10. There's a snap. Ball Dev once again is going to roll left. He's scanning the field. He's throwing it back to the right. Another very dangerous pass. Closest person doing it being Rhino Red Star. I guess he was trying to get that one to Jay again. I'm not sure. Maybe he was trying to go deeper with it to whoever was deeper. I think that was Blaine Carter that was on the deeper route. But nevertheless, that ball was not near anywhere he was intending it to go, I don't believe. And now we've got a 3rd and long situation. Let's see if the Bulldog defense can hold up. But then again, this is absolutely a part of the game where you got to go for it on 4th, even if you don't get it here. Ball Dev takes a snap. Oh, a huge sack. That is massive. That right there could be one of the biggest plays we've seen in this game so far. That is the Irish Sky Tower, coming in off of the outside linebacking position, making a great stop. And the Falcons are forced to use their first timeout. And they're staring at a very long 4th and 26 maybe, or something like that, maybe 26, 27.
And they, because they were forced to use that timeout there, if they don't make it here,
that's the game.
And, that's the game. So, exciting. It's pivotal right here. This is clutch.
This play is quite possibly the game. If they can convert, then we've got some more ball to play. If they don't, that is all she wrote for the Bulldogs, and they're going to walk out of here a happy team with the W.
But you got to do what I would do maybe in this situation is use that 5 wide receiver set where you bunch 3 receivers to one side, send them all deep, and just throw it in the middle of that bunch and hope for the best.
We like to call that one the Ball Dev special. He's really good at doing that, but nevertheless, he's not going to do that. He's actually going to go with 4 wide set, keep Tom in the back, maybe to protect him. Tom's been doing a really nice job all game of keeping him protected, getting some really clutch blocks on those rollouts. Actually, I don't know if you But here's the snap. Ball rolls right, rolls deep. He throws it up into a crowd. Nobody there except for Zany. Zany comes up with that pick for his team. He's going to run. He's going to cut. He's got a little bit of a crease. He stumbled, and he's tackled at the Falcon 30, barring a turnover, which I don't think we will see, because if I were Zany right now, I am kneeling the ball.
Yep.
That's the game. But they're not in the kneel formation. They want more. They're going for blood. They say, we know the point system. We know that possibly we could be looking at a points tie, and we want more points, so they're going to go for it here with a minute left and all three of their timeouts, I do believe.
No, they just have to. Remember, they called one early.
That's right, to get somebody back in. But there's the handoff to the left side. Everybody bid on Zany once again. Zany pulling off to the right side. Pulled the whole defense off, and Jay Holiday is going to run it in for an easy score.
Oh, salt on the wound for the Falcons there.
That is very much so salt on the wounds, because they were keying Zany. They were keying him all the way. You cannot blame them for that, but you cannot forget that Jay Holiday also has some feet that he can use.
Very nice job, Bulldawgs.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna fake
it's
that.
The keeper.
Actually, he's gonna walk that into the end zone for a 2-point conversion, and they're gonna pour even more salt onto the wounds. Wow.
Yeah. Like, hey, that wasn't salty enough here.
You guys, man, except for right now, looks like there's an issue. We've seen this happen in pickups. If you run into 2-point conversion, every once in a while, the game or the field will not update to the kickoff on the next play. The ball is still over on the 2-yard line.
But yeah, that's okay. Now
it did register a touchdown. Okay, yeah.
There's still 46 seconds. A return for a touchdown, an onside kick that turns into a touchdown from the onside kick.
It's crazy stuff. They're gonna pull off the extra 6 points there. It's gonna make this score come back to a 34 for the Bulldogs, 20 for your home team Falcons. With only 47 seconds left, the Falcons need pretty much a miracle.
Yeah. Very excited.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it got really close there at the end, and that's fun to watch. And let's see. Like I said, you never know. Could be something crazy happen.
But for sure, that's be a little bit of hopeful thing.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, the Bulldawgs kick off, 36-20.
I've actually not done an ad, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one of our ads here. I'm so sorry. What radio? We have What Radio with 4 radio stations to choose from: hip hop, R&B, soul, island, reggae, calypso, and gospel. I'm gonna get another one in. We've got Divalicious Design. Come to the next game in style. Divalicious Designs has a vast selection of stunning clothing, skins, and hair for the ladies to get you looking your best. Don't worry, we didn't forget you guys. We have another shop for clothing devoted to the latest in men's fashion. Stop by and visit us today. I'm going to go ahead and stop there as the Falcons line up with 41 seconds to go. That ball was a touchback. They're going to take it at their 20. You have to believe that Baldev is looking at Zev Titanium right now. You have to believe that's where he's going. But you have to also know that Zany is keying on that. There's Baldev. He's going to snap it, and he's going to roll right. He throws it, and he throws it in the direction of Zev, but it was not a very good pass. And Zany, once again, coming up for his team. This man, the do-it-all man for the Bulldogs, as we have said so many times before, is going to do it once more, and that's going to seal the deal, folks. But the Bulldogs aren't done. The Bulldogs want more. Again, they know the point situation. They know they need points in case of a tie at the end of the season, so Zany's going to set up, and they're going to see if they can't put anything more onto the scoreboard here.
And they
There's
have
the
two
snap.
timeouts. So, fumble.
Fumble. There is a fumble. Tom the train box is going to pick that up, and Zany's going to be able to stop it. And so after that stop, that's going to give 29 seconds on the clock back to the Falcons. So pretty unfortunate for the Bulldogs there that they weren't able to do what they wanted to do. But as a Falcons fan, you've got to love that. So let's see if the Falcons can work anything in with the 20 seconds left.
Yeah. They need 2 touchdowns, 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm.
29 seconds less. Unlike nothing's
There's the
impossible.
stop or the snap. Excuse me. Bulldawgs going to run right. Oh, he has nobody there. He actually was looking for Tom once again, but they were not on the same page. Really quickly, we got combatant. Combatant is the first and still the lead innovator in high quality 100% original mesh and clothing products aimed for the football community with NSL. We offer a wide range of products from cleats, helmets, compression clothing, uniforms, hand warmers, gloves, and much more. Do not accept cheap imitations. Determine the game. Do not let the game determine you. Combatant Sports. So we've got 25 seconds. They only lost 4 seconds on that. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now set up for the Falcons. There's the snap. Excuse me. Baldov's going to roll left. He's got nobody. They are so covered up right now. He's going to throw it back across the field to Viper. Viper's going to make the catch. Great comeback on that. He's actually able to run in for the score after an initial stumble. Very well done by the Falcons. So they're not dead yet. They're showing a little bit of life. They have the opportunity, but that 2-point conversion that the Bulldogs made earlier, as well as the 1 point after that the Falcons missed earlier, is going to definitely come into play here if they're going to make a difference. With those two in mind, I think it's interesting that they're lining up for a point after, because that's a total of 4 points that they're going to be behind at the end of. Even if they get the touchdown, even if they get everything back. So if it was me, I'm saying we could go for 2 here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely line up in the shotgun or something different.
Yeah, like
this.
I don't know why they're not, but okay.
And maybe try to catch the Bulldogs off guard in the field goal block formation.
Yeah, something. But that doesn't look to be the case. But there's a snap. Zeph team going to roll out right. The Bulldogs are ready for it, and they're going to stop him. Cheese Boucher not going to be juked out. He said, "No, sir, Zev Titanium. I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and I'm going to take you down here. You're not going to get the 2 points." So that is going to be 9 seconds left in the clock. The Falcons need Falcons need something. They need something huge to go in their way right now. So we'll see.
It just can't happen. No,
yeah,
it can't happen.
It's pretty much over here. But they're going to try. They're going to do what they can. They're going to see
sure,
if they can get this onside kick. I'm sure. You never want to give up, and I'm sure they're not. But real quickly, while we're here, we've also got Scene. Tired of trying to fit yourself into a fashion category that just doesn't seem to fit you? Is it too mainstream, too blah, or too generally too conformative? Scene is the brand that is going to change all of that. I'm going to real quickly. There's the kick.
Did try the onside.
Go right by Zany. Zany's still going to be able to pick it up, and that's going to be the end of the game, folks. I'm going to finish up this last ad. Scene is the brand that is going to change all that. Thinking outside the box, pushing the boundaries of style and fashion. We are here to help you explore your personality and mold your SL to fit your style with a little bit of everything. We can guarantee you will find something that works